Alrighty, so today I want to talk about the worldwide download celebration banners. Now, specifically, the question is whether or not you should be summoning on these banners. And to which I say the answer is a bit complicated, right? These banners are doing a whole lot of new things that we have not seen before in Dokkan, specifically for carnivals, specifically for Dokkan festivals, and that is a pity system. Now, I know what you're thinking. Before you rush to the comments to say the 2500 pity is bad, I agree. I think 2500 is a bit aggressive for a stone number in order to get a copy. But at least it does exist, and that is kind of like the only thing I want to mention on that, right? Now, with that being said, I do think that with this pity system, there actually is a mechanic that, is actually really good for the player, right? And it has nothing to do with the character. And I'm sure most of you know where I'm getting at with this, but it is the fact that we can exchange the coins in between each other. And if we go over here, if we can find the coins that I have, the new special coins, right? So far I have 260 of the red worldwide coin. And if I want to exchange it over, I can do this and get 260 of the carnival coin, right? And so with that being said, I can summon on the carnival banner and go for the unit that I would prefer to have, and that is BROLY. And with that, I can actually just, exchange these for red coins, and then in turn these into red coins, which is exactly what I plan on doing if I do not reach this 500 number and don't have this character. So I do think that is actually like a major W, because I was super excited to read that I was going to be able to summon on this banner in specific and chase two characters that I was really after, being the Gammas and BROLY, and also at the same time acquire red coins so I can purchase a copy of Tech UI Goku when he comes back around on JP. So for me, I saw that as an absolute win. Now, intro out of the way. Should you summon on these banners? I believe that the answer is yes. Should you go absolutely all in if you're somebody that has 2,000 stones, just drain the funds like you would for somebody like Beast Gohan? I think the answer is a resounding no. These banners are formatted to the point where, especially on global, let me actually pull up the global banner here. I think we'll log into global while I'm talking here, but with global in specific, I believe that the BROLY banner actually does not have nearly as high a value as the JP one does, just solely based off the fact that we do not have the Gammas. And of course, we got to do this while the video's playing. Y'all can just watch this, I guess, while it's going. But it's the BROLY banner on global has just does not have a character on the level of the Gammas, unfortunately, featured that is not BROLY himself, right? So I think that both of these banners are actually very top heavy, and it's you pull the new characters or you're not exactly feeling the best, right? Especially with the Super Saiyan Trio banner, where I don't think the featured lineup is like a killer's row, right? It's got some work. It definitely has some work that could have been done, but with this is just the timing of these banners every year. We kind of know how they operate with this this specific slot. So, like I said, should you summon? I think the answer is yes on both of the banners. I don't think you really can go wrong, but I do think that I would rather summon on the BROLY banner, right? Now, of course, this video is just, I don't know how long this is going to take. You guys know how this goes. It's yeah. I mean, you could see I summoned on the 0 to hero, but if we go over here and we go to the summon tab, you guys could see it is the Super Saiyan Trio here rather than the Gammas. Now, the Gammas are better than the Super Saiyan Trio, and this lineup, so if we're being real, right? If we go from this team, so if you're someone that wants to use the movie bosses team with BROLY, you pull BROLY, that's a W, you have the pure 200% lead for that category. Now, if we were looking for movie bosses, you definitely don't count. This BROLY trio is making the cut for that team. This Turles is making the cut for that team. And then you have support over here with Paragus, but you're not using him, right? So it's you can potentially round out the core for your movie bosses squad, especially if you're somebody that has Cell Max. It is going to work out very well for you. I think the movie bosses team is a team that's super, super fun. I have a video in my BROLY showcase that's already out. We use the movie bosses team at that point. So going over here to this banner, right? I really can't recommend that you summon on this banner for the featured lineup outside of the top 3, right? Because it does get a little messy after that. But I will say a super easy A is tough to come across, so that's a W if you pull this character, because again, you're just not going to catch this guy on banners often. This Broly's easy A should be pretty damn good. I think that the way that they've formatted easy A's, they're not formatted, but the way that they've been doing easy A's this year has been phenomenal. I really have not been upset at all with the way that they've been doing them. It's like their easy A hit rate this year, I feel like has been like 90%, where you're like, wow, this easy A is incredible. Like, where has this been all this time? So I have confidence that this easy A will be good, but again, there is no such thing as a guarantee with this game, right? Physical Ultimate Gohan, this character does make Beast Gohan look better, so like if you do pull a copy of him, don't feel too bad. He can kind of work in certain situations, but he's not going to be like, you know, the perfect character here, unfortunately. But like, again, it could be a lot worse. These guys, they suck. If they're easy A, if for some reason they do like a wicked early easy A for this character, which by the way they won't do, I doubt it at the very least. Like, I would definitely want Namek Goku to easy A before these guys. And then we have right here the 8th year anniversary LR, just not very good, unfortunately. And then these guys, they're a unit. We'll say that. And then Dragon Fist, he's okay. Then Int Fat Boo is a very good character. Like, if honestly, if you want to coin this character, I wouldn't blame you. This Piccolo seems decent, and then the Exchange Piccolo and Vegeta. And then, obviously, the Super Saiyan Trio is one of the best characters in the game. So, like, when you look at this lineup, it is actually pretty good. But again, it's like, it just comes down to, like, what do you value, right? Like, do you really want this character? Like, it's hard for me to tell you, like, don't summon for a worldwide celebration unit. Especially just considering, you know, that these characters are very exciting. They have really good animations. Their kits are very good. Like, these are two very well designed characters where I just don't really have a ton of complaints about either. Like, you know, we talk about the standby condition on a lot of these characters, or like, you know, HP conditions, but like, this is a character with an HP restriction and a turn restriction that is not like super oppressive and bad, where it's like, you know, you're basically guaranteed to be waiting until turn 5 or turn 6. It's like, you know, you could potentially have this on turn 2. Like, if you need it, you will have it. So please do keep that in mind, that this character is definitely going to be worth your stones if you do decide to summon. But you know, definitely take advantage of the discounts, right? Like, if you are trying to make that decision right now, do not wait until the discounts go away. You're just like, essentially, you're just throwing away free value if you do wait for that point. And also remember that I believe these worldwide coins, the pity will also carry for part 2, where you will be able to get like other these same coins you'll be able to get, and then like that will also stack over during the rest of the celebration. So there you guys go. Again, I wanted to just kind of explain the case for why you should be summoning for these characters. The case against it, I guess, before we go, is that people are scared that these units are going to age out during the anniversary, just because of the last year, the 8th year or the 9th year anniversary had like a super aggressive power creep jump where the worldwide download celebrations were kind of rendered a little bit obsolete. I would not bank on that. I think these characters are very well designed, and you know, the 9th anniversary was just an aggressive example of that. And if you look at the jump between the 7th year and the 8th year, it was not as aggressive. So it's not always a guarantee that the anniversary is just going to, you know, just completely destroy whatever they are cooking here. So again, I think my final verdict is, if you're somebody that has like 2,000 stones and you want to be cautious, if you can just manage to get a copy of both of these guys pretty quick, then you're probably better off just saving your stones after that. But if you do really like this movie, then I can't tell you that you're like using your stones poorly if you want to summon on these characters. So there you guys have it. Let me know down below, how did your summons go, if you did summon, and if you do plan on summoning, how many stones you're going to use, or if you're skipping, you can also let me know that as well. But if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new so you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. That's all I got for you in this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.